Okay, with my revision box and my bill of materials in place, I am now ready to go through and label my parts. And again, what we want to do here is make sure it's understandable to the manufacturer as well as those who are assembling this, what we're doing with each part. So let's go ahead and we're going to use the balloons to do this. Now there's two balloons here. One of them is an auto balloon which will do everything on the screen, and I am not a real fan of auto anything because then I end up spending more time correcting what doesn't quite fit. So let's just do the balloon option, and the balloon option just brings in a little circle, and if I touch my top plate, it's going to put an arrow to it and it's going to number it. That's part number one, and let's take a look at what's going on as I flow this bubble around. If I'm on the surface, it's going to make a bullet point out of it. If it's on the edge, it's going to put the arrow. So it's going to use the proper leader lines for you. So if I'm on the surface, it'll be a bullet. If I'm on the edge, it'll be a leader. That is correct for that usage, so don't worry about that. Now the next item I did was a part 2, which happens to be in the axle support. So there's one there, and there's one there, and they're both given a value of 2. Now at this point, maybe I don't remember my order, so if I went to the next component, let's say it was one of the fasteners here, and I can label that's component number 6, and that means that SOLIDWORKS is keeping track of this for me. So all I need to do is make sure I label these, and it doesn't matter which order I select them in, they're going to be labeled appropriately for what they are, and so that they make sense to those looking at the drawings as to what was being created. Now one thing you want to be aware of, and maybe this black was not the best color for this because it's hard to see the detail, but when you put a balloon in, do not cross the leader lines. That would be a mistake and would be inappropriate. So we definitely don't want to do that, but we do want to get them all labeled. Now by labeling them, we're now ready to create the working drawings for the sheet. So go ahead and we're going to pause for just a minute and let you label these, and then we're going to come right back in and start creating our sheets, and I'll show you how to create the first one, and then you're going to go ahead and do the rest of them with a proper dimensioning that you're going to learn for each of the parts.